WDW Radio, your information station.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to WDW Radio Live. I am Lou Mangello, and this is the WDW Newscast for Wednesday, June 18th, 2014. Well, I was on a break last week because we were up in Virginia for the Mouse Meets event, but I am here, and I am back, and I'm glad to see you guys as well because I want to help you have the best possible Disney vacation experience and bring you a little bit of Disney magic wherever you are with this live broadcast every Wednesday night, my audio podcast, which you can find in iTunes, my videos, which you can find over at YouTube, as well as the blog, my books, CDs, mobile apps, newsletter, events, and more. You can find everything over at WDWradio.com. I'm really looking forward to getting back to the news tonight and chatting with you afterwards. Quick thanks again, though, to all of you who continue to go over to Amazon.com and post reviews about my new book, 102 Ways to Save Money for and at Walt Disney World. I really appreciate it. People like Alan Pepler said, "You may think you know it all, but Lou has covered even more ways to save money." Josh Hopkins calls it a great resource. T.R. Roger, Jay's mom, says it's going to save you hundreds. It's going to save you hours of research. And Brian Walton says the book is underpriced. So you can learn more, see some additional sample pages, and order the book in print on Amazon, on Kindle, iBooks, Kobo, Nook, or PDF that you can take anywhere by visiting Disney102.com. So let's get right into this week's Walt Disney World news, and let's talk about something that is starting to sort of gain some more popularity in the States, but certainly we don't have the fever that the rest of the world has over the World Cup. However, if you were in Walt Disney World between now and July 13th, the World Cup is going on, and to celebrate this world-renowned soccer competition, there's a number of different Walt Disney World resort locations that are offering a variety of experiences and viewing locations for guests. So you may have remembered if you went over to Epcot for Flower and Garden Festival, that topiary of Goofy is still there, where you can pose like he's sort of defending a goal by Goofy. You can also test your soccer skills by a Disney-created soccer experience over in the Germany Pavilion now through July 13th. There's also select retail locations at Epcot and a brand new United World Soccer Store, which this past weekend, by the way, was very, very crowded over in downtown Disney. They have specialty merchandise. Plus, there are tons of locations throughout the resort inviting you to watch the FIFA World Cup matches, including select resort lounges, pool bars, Epcot, Wide World of Sports, the Boardwalk, downtown Disney, lots of different places. If you visit Disney's website, you can find out all the places you can go, and I guarantee you'll not be the only guy or girl in the seat cheering on USA or the country of your choice. So anyway, let's move over from soccer to the studios. Again, Star Wars Weekends is over, and that's not the only thing that's coming to a close. Because yes, believe it or not, as of July 30th, the American Idol experience over at Disney's Hollywood Studios is now going to start having 2 fewer shows before the finale each day. More importantly, the attraction is set to close its doors permanently after the finale on January 4th, 2015. So Walt Disney World and Fremantle Media and 19 Entertainment said that after 5 successful years, it is going to close in January 2015. They've actually given out more than 2,000 Dream tickets. And what I always liked about this attraction was not just the interactive experience. Certainly, it was new every time that you went, but they really gave guests a real chance to audition for the real American Idol. Actually, in this past season alone, 3 of the top 13 contestants were originally discovered through the American Idol experience. They hope to have that continuing on American Idol 14 in the coming year. Again, this opened back in 2009. I was just about to go participate on like January 7th. I'm just going to miss the cutoff date. I've never been able to get on stage, but it's great to sort of watch and cheer friends and family. My brother got engaged up on the stage of American Idol Theater, so it's pretty neat, and it only makes you wonder and speculate. I just was talking about Star Wars, what may be coming to that area as well. Let's just say that if Idol and Indiana Jones and Backlot Express were to close down and maybe a Mos Eisley Cantina restaurant were to open, nobody, including this guy, would be complaining. Just saying. Anyway, staying at the studios, for the first time ever, more than 50 Disney villains are going to take over the studios for Villains Unleashed on August 23rd, 2014. It is going to be a brand new one-night-only party that's going to run from 8 p.m. and run through 1 a.m. as a record number of Disney villains come out of the shadows in the dark and take over the theme park. You're going to see some of your favorite villains like Hook, Cruella de Vil, the Evil Queen, Darth Vader. Wait, what? Yeah, Darth Vader. Because now, not only are you going to find your famous Disney villains, you're going to find famous Star Wars villains too in the Star Wars Villain Zone, where the powers of the dark side take over. A lot of villains and bounty hunters and wretched hives of scum and villainy are going to come out and patrol the studios. You are also going to have a special fireworks show, food, merchandise, lots of different villain encounters, a special Phantasmic pre-show where the villains take over, the Villainy in the Sky fireworks, and if you've caught the Star Wars Weekends fireworks, you know how awesome they can be. Oogie Boogie's variety show is going to be over the Theater of the Stars, the Hades Hangout and Dance Party with Bernie Briquette and Brimstone, DJ Ignite, and I'm not making this up, DJ Ignite and the Underworld Dancers. There's also going to be X-Scream makeovers where you can get your face painted to look like a Disney villain, and also attractions like Tower of Terror, Star Wars, and other villainous type attractions will be open as well. Lots of different food and treats. A limited number of Disney tickets are going to be available. You can go and check out DisneyVillainsParty.com or 407-900-1933. My question for you who are in the box is, are you guys going? So last year they had that one-night villains party, which was, from what I understand, like the most crowded the studios has ever been. Cousin of Miami, I think you hit it on the head. The true villains are the new princesses, right? They are sort of like the hot new ticket at Disney. It is all about the villains. So I have a feeling this is going to be also a very popular event. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but I think I might have to go just to check it out, all in the name of research, because I need to know what the special mischievous treats and food items are going to be. Hey, if you're going to go, let me know. Tweet me at Lou Mangello or come by, comment on the Facebook page as well. So we're talking about things that I love, right? We're talking about like Star Wars and villains and the theme parks and food. And it only makes sense that I continue along that route because food trucks are pulling into downtown Disney starting on June 21st when the Disney Parks blog announced the Trucks on the Town at downtown Disney West Side coming Saturday, June 21st. This is going to be the premier food truck event from 5 to 10 p.m. with, count them, 14 food trucks from various restaurants, from everything from appetizers, gator bites, tacos, empanadas, seafood, sliders, barbecues, desserts, cupcakes. There's also going to be live music by a DJ on the event lawn located near the House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil. So you're going to have food trucks like El Cactus Azul, Ellie Lou's Brews and Barbecue, Fantasy Fair from the Magic Kingdom, La Empanada, I'm getting online now, Magic for Your Palate, the Mayan Grill, the Medfresh Taverna, Namaste Cafe, I dig that, Philly's Best Cheesesteaks, Superstar Catering from Disney's Hollywood Studios, TJ's Seafood Shack, World Showcase of Flavors from Epcot, and the Yum Yum Cupcake Truck. Now, this is a one-day event, but as you know, the Parks blog also announced a permanent, I'm going to say this slowly because it excites me that much, a permanent food truck park coming to downtown Disney later this summer, located between Bongo's Cuban Cafe and the new Starbucks in downtown Disney West Side. We don't know a lot of details. Construction walls are up. We see some things going up. We see some concept art that actually has a second level, sort of almost like a viewing area of the food trucks. I'm super excited about this. We are seeing the progression of and the transformation of downtown Disney into Disney Springs, and I love what I see so far. I dig the new Starbucks. I like the feel of it there. Food trucks in downtown Disney, like that's like a perfect marriage for me. So I think I need to be there on Saturday, June 21st. I'm there for you. I'm going to do research for you. All right, so speaking of moving, some people are moving on up, not to the east side, but to Town Square, because on Sunday, June 15th, a couple days ago, Princesses Aurora and Snow White relocated to their new meet and greet locations in the town square on Main Street, USA. Now, they originally received visitors over at Princess Fairytale Hall, along with Cinderella and Rapunzel. But Anna and Elsa, I think they're here to stay. I think they're somewhat popular if the 5-hour waits every single day are any indication. So Sleeping Beauty's Aurora now gets to meet her visitors over at the town square courtyard every afternoon through the early evening. Snow White fans can find her at Center Street on Main Street, USA. And again, Anna, Elsa, Cinderella, and Rapunzel can still be found over at Princess Fairytale Hall. So continuing on I feel a lot of love for the news this week. There is something else coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios starting on July 4th, and I am super excited about this because I am a total nerd, as if you haven't figured that out already, because the ABC Sound Studio is holding a special sneak preview of the upcoming Marvel movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, that's not scheduled to open until August 1st. Now, over in Disneyland, they're doing a limited time preview in 3D with in-theater effects, kind of like 4D, over at the Magic Eye Theater, where Captain EO currently sits. Don't worry, Captain EO and all his 80s goodness is going to come back at a later date. But here at Walt Disney World, the ABC Sound Studio at Disney's Hollywood Studios is going to present this preview in real 3D. So it's not going to be 4D, it's going to be 3D. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, time out, Lou. I thought, how are they doing this? I thought Disney couldn't have Marvel here in Walt Disney World. There's always a loophole, right? There's always a way. Because as long as the Guardians of the Galaxy and its characters don't include anything that currently exists at that other park, that some Universal park down the street, or any character in sort of the same Marvel character family as anybody that's over there, it's okay for Disney to use them at Walt Disney World. That's why these will be the first, and for right now, the only Marvel characters, the Marvel superheroes that you're going to find inside a Walt Disney World theme park. You'll find merchandise in downtown Disney. You won't find them or an Avenger rail or an Iron Man rail going through the parks, but there is an exception here because there's no Guardians of the Galaxy characters or character family members in the Universal Studios. So if you even pay attention to the Disney Parks blog post, it even says, from the studio that brought you the Avengers, they don't even mention the word Marvel. Also, here in Walt Disney World, it will not be a 4D experience. It will, and sort of like moving seats or things like that. It will be a pure 3D experience. And if you're not familiar with these characters, first of all, you got to go to iTunes or YouTube. Check out the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Peter Quill is sort of this space adventurer. He is being sought after by a bounty hunter after stealing an orb coveted by that villain. But he gets his ragtag group of friends to start really basically guarding the galaxy and saving the universe. This is going to be released in U.S. theaters on August 1st, 2014. Listen, if you're a superhero fan, especially if you're a Marvel guy like me, it's been a pretty good summer. Amazing Spider-Man 2, okay, not the best Spider-Man yet, but you've also had X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy. You've got Captain America, Winter Soldier. It's a great time to be a Disney fan. It's an even better time to be a Marvel superhero fan. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to do very, very well. I will definitely go and check out the preview when it comes to Disney's Hollywood Studios starting July 4th. So I'm curious about your point of view. First of all, what do you think about Guardians of the Galaxy? Do you think if Guardians of the Galaxy does well, this may be our way to see a Marvel attraction, if at all possible, inside a Walt Disney World theme park? Very much looking forward to seeing how the film does, what the preview is like, and what this might mean. I suffice to say that I believe, and I'm purely speculating, that the expansion that's going on right now, this growth that started with New Fantasyland, it's continuing out over at Disney's Animal Kingdom with the huge expansion of Pandora, which is going to make, in my opinion, Disney's Animal Kingdom the nighttime park. Not just a nighttime park, it's going to be the nighttime park at Walt Disney World. I take my glasses off for effect. It's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be the place to go at night. But I think that there is more expansion coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We might see Marvel. Hopefully we see more Star Wars. I think we're starting to see indications of that now. There's reasons why the hyperspace hoopla went away. I think we're looking more towards getting back to the integrity of those characters with Star Wars Rebels, the new film coming up, a lot of other things that might be coming. Hopefully, it means some expansion to the studios as well. Let me know your thoughts. I'm watching the chat room for the rest of the night tonight, but you can also leave comments over on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WDW Radio. You can leave comments at facebook.com/WDW Radio or tweet me. I am at Lou Mongello. Couple of quick reminders too. Listen, as much as I love being able to chat with you guys here on the live show every Wednesday and on Twitter and on Facebook, I believe that nothing, as you know, beats a handshake and a hug, and events are better when they're shared with friends. So coming up this summer, don't forget, we've got our Neverland and Sea events. Now, obviously, we have our cruise on the Disney Dream, August 10th through the 14th. There are still cabins and great rates available, but we also have our land portion of the event. On Saturday, April 9th, we have a special lunch party and a live recording of WDW Radio where you could be part of the show at the Atlantic Dance Hall. And then as a special treat, I told you there were surprises in store. That night, you also get a ticket included with your Atlantic Dance Hall admission. You get a ticket to our private Illumination dessert party. Epcot admission required, not included. So spend the afternoon with the lunch and the games and contests and things like that. Then come out after dinner and join us for Illuminations. And hopefully you can come and stay on the cruise portion on the Disney Dream. Again, you can find out more by visiting wdwradio.com/Neverland14 or the events page at wdwradio.com. Because if you can't cruise with us this year, please come by, cruise with us next year, because we're going to the opposite side of the world, man. We are going to Alaska. I am super excited for 7 days on the Disney Wonder, June 1st through the 8th. If you visit the events page, you can find out more and get a free, no-obligation quote from our friends over at mousefantravel.com. That is going to do it for this week's show. Please be sure and join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and visit wdwradio.com for the podcast, the videos, the newsletter, the apps, and everything else we have going on there, including new daily blog posts from a great team of writers each and every day. Please come by, subscribe to the newsletter too. Lots of special things coming in the next few weeks there. Also, you can visit LouMongello.com to find out about some of the other things that I'm doing, other places that I'm speaking, around not just the Orlando area, but around the country. So that is going to do it for this week's show. Thanks so very much for taking the time to tuning in this and every week. Again, be sure and comment over on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Twitter. I'm Lou Mongello. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.